What is up, everybody? Back with a full crew this week. Matt, Joe, and Jeremy gonna be chatting some golf, amongst other things. This is the Chasing Daylight podcast. What's up, boys?
What's up? I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I've spent quite a bit of time with Joe the past 5 days.
Yeah.
When did you guys get back yesterday?
What did we land? Like 7:30?
Yeah, it was like 7:30.
Wasn't terrible.
Clubs all made it back in
They
14
made
pieces.
it back. Yeah, they
Yeah,
made
so-
it back.
Actually,
Here's
here's a
haven't
weird
opened
thing.
my bag yet, but
Oh shit! I did that first thing this morning after I woke up, got the kids off school, and
first thing I did this morning was go to bed or go to work.
all right. So, this was a weird thing that happened at the Birmingham airport because we flew from Vegas to Atlanta, and then we flew from Birmingham back to Vegas. And as we're checking our golf bags, they asked us if we had any rangefinders in our bags. And I said, yeah. And she goes, does it have a lithium battery? I said, it's got one of those little small, not the 2032 batteries, but she goes, you need to take it out. And I went, no. I've got a combination lock on that. It's buried in my golf bag behind clothes and shoes and all other kinds of shit. It's on the opposite side that's exposed. I'm not doing that right now. I didn't have to do it coming here from Vegas to Atlanta.
Yeah.
I think we're going to be okay. I'm just doing my job.
Oh, Matt pissed her off.
Yeah, I ruined her day. I felt like Bob for like 5 minutes. Like some evil power leaked out of Bob and hopped into me. Like, wait a minute, we're having an interaction with somebody. Somebody needs to be a dick to this person. And it wasn't Bob, so I took over.
My interaction was different with the guy because he asked me the same questions and he said, you have a rangefinder in there? I said, yes. Do you have a rechargeable battery in there, or is it a rechargeable one? I said, no. Is it a battery that you can recharge and take out? I said, no. He's like, okay, then you should be fine. And he threw it.
Yeah. Not that hard. But apparently, rangefinder batteries leaving Birmingham there's been issues. So
Yeah, I mean, they
Everybody
probably get a lot of
beware.
golfers through there for the RTJ trail. So, I mean, who knows?
who knows? But so if you want to, this is a public service announcement. You want to save a little time with your bag drop, just throw your rangefinder in your backpack because apparently that's fine.
Yeah.
Cabin
It's
pressure.
on the same. Yeah, that's odd.
Cabin pressure does not explode a battery, but
Yeah, I don't get it.
cargo areas do. I don't know. That was a weird. That wasn't the weirdest thing that happened, but that was a weird thing. So Jeremy, did you miss us while we were gone?
I did. I didn't play any golf over the weekend.
No.
It'll be 2 weeks when we play this weekend, so
You
which is
itching?
good sometimes.
Sometimes.
Are you itching?
Yeah. I'm itching to go practice, but yeah,
Well,
I haven't touched the club at all.
I drove by Lexington today. Probably the best I've ever seen Lexington look. It is gorgeous right now.
I would
Gonna
love to
get out there soon.
Yep.
But we got some golf coming up, Jeremy.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy's gonna play with myself, Trey, and Dan out at the Lake Las Vegas Invitational or Lake Las Vegas Classic. I think that's what it's called. It's out at Reflection Bay on Friday, so we're gonna do that. Then we've got our VGN versus LVGA match on Saturday.
Yeah.
Shriners is in town Thursday through Sunday. Next Monday, I'm playing with Bob at an event out at Boulder Creek. As much golf as I played the last 5-6 days, I got even
Wow.
more coming up.
Wow. Yeah, you got a lot going on.
Oh, and my hands are still swollen. I smoked so many golf clubs.
I
My
still
hands.
feel hot. Like I got toasted, like a little toasty. Like I got a red sheen over myself, and I'm still feeling warm.
How's
Yeah,
the weather out there?
because he drank a whole bottle of Sweetens Cove bourbon.
Over like 4 or 5 days, not like in one night. Or no, it wasn't 3 days. Plus, Dan had some. So
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. We
What a
walked it.
trip.
Yeah, it was good. Well, we're gonna have Bob and Dan come back on, and so we can all talk about it. So I don't want to go into too much about what took place, but we can do a little rundown,
yeah,
real quick about it. We started off at the top of the mountain and worked our way down. It was kind of
Hmm.
it was kind of a backwards trip.
yeah.
The 5-iron trip that we won, they knocked it out the park. Holy
Our
crap.
accommodations were incredible.
It was the nicest place I think I've ever stayed in anywhere.
I think I would agree with that. I mean, other than Four Seasons is nice, but that was a house. That was like our own house for 2 days, and
It
it was
was
incredible.
insane. Outdoor patio with
Overlooking the
TVs,
ninth green.
basement with TVs, the living room, the kitchen, the hardwood floors throughout, huge rooms, the
Did you go to the
patio.
ninth? Did you go to the ninth green at 9?
Dan asked me if I wanted to go. And
Okay.
we could have though. I mean, it was right there.
Yeah.
It was right on the lake. There's these huge cranes sitting out on the point. I mean, it was awesome. People walking through, going fishing. Pretty damn cool. So, and then we went over to the putting green for the landing was actually closed one of the
Yeah.
days that we only had one round scheduled, so we couldn't get on there. But we did check out their practice area, which was really nice. Had a blast, smoking some cigars, drinking some beers, and putting as the sun was going down. If you saw some of those photos we were sharing from that, oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was a bunch of fun. Great way to kick it off for sure.
And to answer your question about the weather, Jeremy, it was amazing.
Yeah,
There
it was
was
a little warm in the afternoons, like a little
Mm.
bit, but it was.
Was it
I mean, we
crisp in
couldn't
the
have really
morning?
asked for anything better, especially with a hurricane going on. I mean,
we
we
were so
experienced some
paranoid.
wind, no rain at all. Wind for like 2 days. Other than that, it was great.
And so then the next day we got up and played Great Waters first. Went and had some breakfast at the preserve where they had like a little buffet. And then made our way over to Great Waters. And from the second we came on property to the minute we left, I was blown away with that place.
That
Just,
place is pristine.
I mean, it's 10 out of 10 in my opinion. I couldn't find one thing that was wrong with it. The worst thing
Jeremy,
that
all the ball marker, like ball washer things are all clean, all brand new paint. All the sprinklers have
they
edging
all
around them,
work.
like a straight
Wow.
cup, like like a fresh cutted cup, like everything.
The
The
marshals,
paint,
the marshals were
marshals.
active and friendly, and just, hey, let you guys know you're falling just a smidge behind. Keep it up. Um, the worst thing that I think was there was a maintenance crew in the ninth fairway, but it didn't affect our shots, so
Yeah,
it wasn't. Which that ninth hole is
awesome.
God, it's so good. It's so good. Uh, yeah, we
Wow.
that was the first time that I mean, I'd have to go back and look and find out, but I don't believe I've ever played on Zoysia before. And God, I want it in my living room. It is such a good grass. Holy crap.
Yeah, it was a hell of a transition too, coming from Vegas to there. So
Yeah,
all that
Joe had to
grain,
stop using his 60-degree wedge.
I did. Yeah,
Were you just digging through it?
just digging, dude.
Yeah.
Super diggy.
Wow.
But the all three courses that we played at Lake Oconee were just the facilities and everything was outstanding. Brand new range balls. I don't think there was any that weren't relatively new, maybe a couple here and there, but for the most part, they were all brand new range balls. The practice areas and the putting greens and the chipping areas were just ridiculous. So damn good.
Yeah.
I just posted a video today of Bob and Dan teeing off from the practice green at Great
Mhm.
Waters, because that's where it's at, which was I haven't seen that before, so that was fun to see.
Yeah, the Golden Bear tees.
Okay.
Yeah, Joe started off birdie, Dan started off eagle birdie. I mean, it was a hell
Wow.
of a start to the trip, and just an incredible golf course. Had a little bit of wind, but not much. Man, some of the views out there were just
Yeah,
absolutely insane.
number 11 through 18 are all like on the water.
Okay.
And
pretty
they're
wild.
and it changes with each one. It's you wonder how can they have that many holes along the water that they're going to be repeatable, but every single one of them was different. It was so
Yeah.
cool. So cool. And then from there we headed over to Preserve, and I mean, nothing exciting happened there, right?
No, it was fun. It was a good one. Good
Yeah.
place to finish your second 18 for the day and, just have a good time. It was fun.
Bullshit,
really
I got my
crazy.
first hole in one, motherfuckers.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh, that was so unexpected, of course.
Did you know it went in from the tee?
I couldn't
Dan,
tell.
yeah.
But
Well,
Dan
when
said
you're
he
the one
saw it.
hitting it, you
Yeah.
don't want to believe until you see it because
Yeah.
Yes.
it's a moment. But yeah, we saw it go in. We definitely saw it go in. But you
It's
kind
hard
of
to
like,
believe.
yeah,
I've had
kinda
so many
waiting.
come up so close, so many times, that hit the flag or come to rest right near the edge. It was hard to believe, and then when we got up to the green and it wasn't there, I was like, "Oh shit, please!" And then, yep, there it was. So
Yeah, that was awesome.
Wow.
that
Super
was
cool.
pretty awesome. 165-yard shot. Hit a choke down
5
6-iron. With
Hit a full 5-iron.
A full 5-iron for 5-iron golf. No, it choked down a 6-iron and just hit it right on line. Landed about 20 feet short, and
16 feet maybe.
thanks for clearing up that.
Yeah, 16.2.
16.2, and rolled right in. And I go to get it, and I look up, and there were some people up in their backyard on the ridge that saw it, and they were clapping and waving, and giving me high fives. That was pretty cool to see. So it was a really cool experience, and I mean, and Joe said it best. Well, at least it didn't happen by yourself at Revere.
Yeah.
On a golf trip with the boys,
yeah.
and they all saw it, and so that's a memory that I'll have forever.
Yeah,
Looking
Yeah,
forward to
that's
it.
awesome.
that was a really, really, really fun round. Really fun round. Really fun course. Like it was a little beat,
Got
but
the
it
ball
was
right here.
fun, and it had the moguls and the hills, and
Wilson
that was
Triad.
a really fun course. Perfect for
Yeah.
your second 18 out there.
Yeah, and there was nobody out there. We weren't rushed by anybody. The sun was going down as we hit 18, which that closing hole was really good.
Yeah.
Right next to the clubhouse. The clubhouse looks like it's been there for 200, 300 years. Just set up on this hill with the surroundings with the first tee and the putting green. I mean, it was a great setting.
I will tell you, like clubhouses, well, pro shops out there are nothing like what
Really?
what I want. It's all
Okay.
it's FootJoy, it's Peter Millar, it's Holderness and Bourne, which make great stuff, and those are the shirts I bought. But there's no,
Bobby
there's no,
Jones.
there's no
trap golf.
There's no like, younger. Like we were the youngest people on that entire property.
Oh yeah, we lowered the age demographic by
Really?
at least 60%.
Oh yeah, we were the
Wow.
youngest people we saw at Lake Reynolds easily.
So is there like a retirement community out there? Like not like
I think
retirement
it's
community, but like
I think it's just like a travel.
I think it's
Oh,
like
okay.
a getaway, like a a vacation city, kind of like.
I mean, we
like
looked it up, and the cottage we stayed in. Now this was a 4-bedroom, 2-story, really nice cottage. I mean, really nice cottage. And what was it, Joe? $1,400 a night?
I think it was more than that. Yeah, I was looking at some on the slideshow they had going on the TV, and it said like $13.95 per night, but I'm not sure if that was $13.95 a night or if it was $1.4 million to purchase.
We're Nish and Chris, two very amateur golfers on a quest to play the top 100 courses in the UK and Ireland, after Chris set this challenge on a drunken Saturday night in my kitchen. Join us on our frequently humorous journey of a lifetime as we grapple with the logistical and financial challenge of playing some of the best courses in the world, as well as grappling with our games, because let's face it, it's never just about playing. Sometimes the score matters too. Listen to the Top 110 Golf Podcast wherever you get your podcasts.
So
Wow.
Yeah, I mean it was. So the people that are going there are not, it's not a couple buddies. Let's go and hey, let's go dummy up there for the weekend. It's wealth. It's
yeah, people got money.
you got
for sure.
money. You got money.
Yeah.
And then so the next day, we went to Coney,
Coney.
and that's where the Kingdom is.
Mhm.
Went and met Roar's buddy TC, and he showed us around. He's an instructor out there at the Kingdom. So before our round, we went out and visited that place, and wow, short game area is ridiculous.
Yeah, super sick.
Super sick.
Did you
They've
get to hit
got-
some shots on there, Joe?
We did not hit any shots out there.
No, the short game area was closed for
Yeah.
overseeding, I think. The driving area where you would swing, it was wet. They were watering because they don't open until later on in the day. And
Yeah, and they
you
had
can
just
kinda-
seated and everything, and just
Gotcha.
kind of got a quick little tour. They did have some Linksole in there, which was cool to see. They had the old TaylorMade tour vans, like the
Mhm.
first one they made, then the second one they made.
Yeah, the
where they
very
do some of their
first
club
TaylorMade
building.
tour van
Yeah,
Wow,
that was
is on
out there.
very
site.
cool.
They do
And
all
then
their
the
woods
second
out of
one.
that. And the other one they do all their irons and wedges out of.
Yeah,
Good
cool
story,
spot.
man.
Yeah.
Good stuff going on out there. And they had the no, it wasn't there. That was at Macklemore where they had the Titleist. What's the fancy bag, Jeremy?
Links Master.
Lynx Master. Yeah, I took a picture of it. Meant to
Ooh.
send it to you. But yeah, that was a cool place. And then we went to the range for a little bit, and it was nice. And then right before we got to the
Get
first
some
tee,
Jimmy Dean's. Some nice cold Jimmy Dean sandwiches. We can go
Bob.
into
Ice
that later,
cold.
but we can go.
Bob.
We can go into that later.
Yeah. The wind decided to go, hey, there may be a hurricane coming. Let's do this for the next 4 hours.
That place whooped all of our ass, dude.
That-
Whooped.
Reese Jones.
It was harder than Coyote on, Mitch's
Wow.
Revenge.
Yeah.
Wow.
Think the toughest time you've ever had putting at Cascada and double it.
Yeah, double that.
It
With wind.
was Reese Jones demonic greens. Insane.
It was difficult, very difficult, but it was a
super
great,
fast,
some
super
awesome
firm.
holes, great routing, incredible routing. I think that could have possibly been the best routing that we played.
Had we not played Timberline?
Yeah, I mean, I love the Timberline holes, like the routing of the holes, but I liked the flow of Oconee the most. I think like they both start at the same point, and I loved that routing, not necessarily the holes more than Timberline, but that routing was so good.
Yeah. Great place. So we said our goodbyes to Reynolds Lake.
Yeah.
From there, headed northwest
To Buc-ee's.
to yeah, we
Mhm.
stopped in
Yeah,
we
how was
stopped into
Buc-ee's?
Buc-ee's.
Did you get some barbecue?
Yes.
We did, and it's surprisingly very good.
It was really good.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Got some cinnamon glazed almonds and pecans. Also picked up a Buc-ee's t-shirt because
That has a hole in it.
yeah, Bob let everybody know about the hole in my shirt. But yeah, that place is ridiculous. For everybody that's here in Vegas that has gone to California and stopped at the Terribles on the way out by Gene, it's like that, but a little bit bigger with a mini Walmart in it.
Yeah, it's
And
pretty wild. It's
400
cool.
gas pumps.
Yeah,
I mean,
but we had to stop at Buc-ee's. I mean, it was there right before our turnoff, which was cool.
So that was pretty cool to see that place. First time I ever been in a Buc-ee's.
Same.
Everybody, as soon as you walk in, how y'all doing?
Yeah, we had accents by the time we left. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So then we went out to Sweetens, and this is where I'm gonna let Joe take over.
No, we didn't do Sweetens after that. We did Macklemore after Buc-ee's.
Oh, that's right, Macklemore. Sorry.
We drove
Oh,
through the sticks of nothingness and stayed in a double wide off a state highway with the closest neighbor about 1,000 feet away. We literally felt like I thought we were on a Dateline episode or something, but
it's like it's how all Dateline episodes start.
Yeah,
4 young travelers on a golf trip of a lifetime.
I don't want to go into too much of this because I want to talk about it with Bob and Dan as well. So, but yeah, there were some cool, funny things that happened there. But yeah, so we stayed in double wide. Most of us thought we were going to die that night, but we didn't. We were happy to wake up, and then we drove
Jeremy,
over to Macklemore.
I really thought I was going to get woken up with a shotgun in my face with a guy wearing a burlap sack saying, "Get out the house, boy! Get out the house!"
Yeah,
it
felt sketchy, but it was actually pretty nice.
Yeah, it turned out to be a really nice place. All right, so the next morning we get up and go to Macklemore. Sorry, I jumped ahead a little bit.
Yeah, Macklemore is in the middle of nowhere as well. On the top of a mountain. They're building more courses out there. It gave me the vibe of Bandon almost, like the accommodations, the pro house, the pro shop, and the clubhouse and everything gave me that kind of vibe. Like maybe even a little more upper echelon of Bandon kind of vibe, like a more classy version. But
really fancy decoration, really well done. I mean, gorgeous views looking over the practice area, the short course.
Yeah, nothing and nothing else around. Like your nearest Piggly Wiggly is probably like 30 minutes away. You know, it's
Chattanooga.
You're traveling to get there, but some really good holes out there. More Reese Jones, which also demolished us on the greens again.
Dude,
Reese Jones is diabolical, man. Like that dude is tricky motherfucker on the greens.
He knows how to absolutely mindfuck you on the greens. Yeah. It's a talent. It's an absolute talent.
But yeah, most people see that 18th hole out there, and it's cool. It's way more uphill than you think. Seeing photos and everything from drones, but I think there's better holes out there than that 18th. First three are fantastic.
First hole and the second hole were outstanding.
And third hole's great.
Par 3 is a great par 3.
There's a gimmicky Wolf Creek hole, but that's cool. Fantastic.
And
par 5
that's pretty much the only really gimmicky hole, because the last one is a really challenging.
It's like Sand Hollow.
Yeah, you stand there and you think it's gimmicky, but when you realize that you have to hit a cut into the hill to hold it, and then you have to hit a draw from a hook lie to hold the green, or a cut or a cut from a draw lie, sorry, to hold the green. It makes you think.
Yeah, it's definitely Reese Jones mind boggling or boggling, but great holes out there.
If you ever research Macklemore at all online or YouTube, you'll find Charlie Reimer has quite a few videos out there, and we found out that Charlie Reimer is actually a VP of sorts for Macklemore. And I spoke with the general manager, Tom Scheringer. I hope I'm saying that right. For a little while, let him know about the podcast and that I'd love to get him on and talk about Macklemore and what they're doing. And he goes, you know who would be awesome for you guys to talk to, and I think he'd love to do it, is Charlie Reimer. So I exchanged emails with him today. We're going to try and set something up, and hopefully in the future, we're going to have Charlie Reimer on the show to talk about Macklemore.
Very cool.
Yeah, they have 2 more golf courses planned. Is that what it right, Joe, or is it?
I think it's 2 more. Yeah, one, and they have like 1.5 miles worth of cliff, or the
golf.
brow. They call it the brow, which kind of like goes over the cliff. But they have like 1.5 miles worth of that they can build on.
They're building a huge hotel.
Huge hotel, yeah. It's going to be a destination golf spot for sure, and it's going to take a few years, but it's coming.
I could see it being the Bandon of Northwest Georgia.
Yeah.
Do you know did they say who the designers will be for the other courses?
Same as the first.
Okay.
Reese Jones and someone else. I forget.
I can't remember the other guy's name.
Wow, that place looks spectacular.
Yeah, they said he told me oh, what's that? What's the course in England on the cliffs?
A lot of them.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I don't know the
I'm drawing a
specific
blank.
one,
If
but
I
yeah.
if I remember, I'll put it in the show notes. But he said, yeah, think of that as what it's going to be like. A lot of cliff
Wow.
edge golf. So, and standing there on that 18th, overlooking that valley, it's so vast and so wide and just so much green and tree. It's just breathtaking views.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
All right. So from Macklemore, we headed up to Sweetens, and now I'm gonna let Joe take over.
Yeah, we went to Sweetens in hopes of getting on. They had a match play event that was taking place for 2 or 3 days. We showed up. We saw Ryan and Kevo Golf and said, go talk and go into the pro shop and talk to Matt. So we went in and talked to him, said, we're here from out of town. Know you have an event going on, but we'd love to get on. And he mentioned, these guys paid a bunch of money to be out here today, and we might be able to get you on at 5. So we were hopeful and hung around till 5 o'clock. They were running behind, and at it was like 4:50. They gave the speech for the next matches, and we didn't know that they had to go around one more time. And then after he did his speech, I went up to him. I said, "So are we done, or what's going on?" And he said, "Yeah, it's just not going to work today." So unfortunately, we did not get to play Sweetens, but we got to lay eyes on it. Craziest practice putting green.
That's not.
I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet.
That's not quite the truth.
I didn't get to play it. I had to hit some shots out there, but I didn't play it. Craziest putting green I've ever seen in my entire life. The practice green it's like a swimming pool. It's bananas.
I mean, you're not
It's
practicing
huge, isn't
putting
it?
out there. You're just out there having fun.
It's big, and it's just, I mean, if you're at the bottom of the lowest point, you are 20 feet from the top of the highest point.
Maybe even 30.
Wow.
I mean, it's
It's
like a skate park.
But that's
Yeah.
like a larger version of the real greens, right? Supposedly.
Yeah.
I don't know. Joe, you want to fill us in on that?
So we were putting around, and I just started walking out. I saw Ryan's group out there, and I was just gonna go, say some stuff and be like, "Hey, if you say anything, blah blah blah, whatever." He said, "Well, just come jump on the back of the cart," and I was like, "Yeah, I'd love to just get my feet on the ground out there." So I watched him tee off on 7, jumped on the back of the cart, watched him finish out on 7. On 8, drove over to 8. I just they were playing with what was it? It was like 8 guys, because it was a match play. So I said, "Hey guys, my name's Joe. I'm from Vegas. We were cruising by, and I don't want you to feel like interrupted, and I just want to introduce myself and everything." So met all those guys, super nice dudes, and Birdies and Bourbon. He just handed me a club, and he's like, "Oh, here, hit a tee shot." So I hit a tee shot on 8. It was a hazardous shaft, best hazardous shaft I've ever hit in my life. Hit the fairway. Picked up my ball from there, and we went to 9, which is a par 3. Everyone was hitting, and Birdies and Bourbon handed me his club again. It was a 9-iron Mira blade, which felt really good. Hit it to about 6 feet, and I was like, I got to try and put this out. Of course, I missed it. So I hit 1 tee shot, or 2 tee shots, and 1 putt out on the course. I did not play the course. Okay. Also,
the whole time, wait, the whole time, Dan, Bob, and myself are standing around with our dick in our hands, doing nothing, wondering where the fuck Joe went, getting sunburnt.
I did have I was drinking a little bit before this, so I was like, fuck it, I'm going.
See you guys.
So I was just gonna go try and walk a couple holes. I didn't care if it was with anyone, but I was just trying to just put feet out there. So I did get invited to play, but I said I had 3 other guys with me, and it was too many. So but yeah, next time, hopefully. It was place is a playground. and it looks like a bunch of fun. And I want to get a day pass one day and just go there all day because there's so many
bummed.
shots out there.
We were all bummed we didn't get to play. Joe was brokenhearted. He needed to do a good 30 minutes alone to gather his thoughts, and
I was pretty sad.
He was pretty bummed.
Here's the thing: if I had played it, I would have bought something. I didn't buy anything from that place.
Yeah, I didn't buy anything either.
I did not play the course,
and I wanted Joe to go in and ask for our whiskey back.
Yeah,
but he wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
because we brought him a bottle
bourbon out there. That's the whole tradition out there. Is the first time you're there, you take a shot of bourbon. They have a shack that's full of bourbon,
and there's a lot of bourbon in there.
And the second time you come, you're supposed to bring a bottle. But we brought a lost bottle of bourbon from Las Vegas. Hoping that would
appease the golf gods enough.
Yeah, we were close. We were pretty close, I think. But it just people out there just played too slow, I guess, or something. Next time.
Yeah. So from there, we had some adventures at Walmart, but we'll get into when Bob and Dan are back.
Yeah.
Joe had some fun at Waffle House.
Yeah.
Bob
had 3 IPAs.
Yeah, we found out. We found out there's a cap. There's a Bob West cap on alcohol consumption,
and it was exceeded.
Yeah, it was exceeded.
Yes. We had scenarios where they were singing the happy birthday song, and this was a crowded restaurant, surprisingly, in Kimball, Tennessee, on the top of the rock at this restaurant brewery that was really good food, by the way. They were singing happy birthday, and afterwards he started clapping very loudly. Hell yeah, happy birthday, motherfucker.
Shit.
Yeah.
So anyways,
you'll hear more about that.
Yes. Yeah. Crashed at our Best Western. Got up in the morning and drove 3 hours down south of Birmingham to Farm Links, Purcell Farms. Which, wow, another
massive.
This is a bomber's golf course. It stretched out to almost 7,500 yards. Yeah. Wide open fairways, just so much fun. It was a really fun golf course. I played like trash the first 4 holes, and then finally got my shit together and really had a good time after that.
Yeah.
But ton of history. You're going through the hillsides. They've got all these historical markers out there that tell you what's going on. You can see the marble quarry from the really highly elevated par 3 hole.
It's like the Andrew Jackson marble quarry or something. There's so much stuff out there.
Oh, it's unbelievable. They had one of the cart paths goes down an old trail bed that was a train rail that carried marble from the quarry to the town. And they said that the marble from the Washington Monument and the United States Supreme Court came out of that quarry that traveled on this road. There was slag all over. I mean, it's just really freaking cool. These little puddles and ponds. Bob with the comment of that water runs red with the souls of the Confederate.
Yeah.
The blood souls of the Confederate. I mean, it was a really fun golf course.
And Jeremy, this course is massive.
There's one course there, right?
It's just one course. Yeah, it's massive.
Like it's just stretched out all over the place, or
it's just long, it's wide,
open.
it just feels so big.
Wow.
Did you see Joe's wrecking ball video of Bob on the swing?
Yeah, that was there.
That was right next to one of the greens.
Right next to one of the greens. And Dan goes, "You need to put a wrecking ball to that." And
that was funny.
Oh my God, that was hilarious.
That was so good.
That I was in tears.
He had a lot of clothes on for that video, but for that song, but
3 IPAs and he wouldn't have. Yeah, and then so once we got done there, which the golf carts at that place were
they were
ridiculous.
zooming, man. Yeah,
ridiculous.
Governor was off.
Purcell, that's the one that Dan's buddy Matt is
through that thing.
Yeah, okay.
The tradition that he holds out there.
Because otherwise, that's like not a course you can just go play, right?
It is.
Yeah, I think you can.
Oh, you can still?
Yeah,
Okay.
they've got stay and play packages there. I mean,
Okay.
there was people from Phoenix, Atlanta. I was listening to the chatter on the range. People from all over the place. We pulled up, the rental van had California plates on it, and they were like, "Holy shit, y'all drove from California!"
Yeah,
Almost.
that's true.
Very cool.
Yeah, great. I mean, highly recommend. If you get an opportunity to play that, do not pass it up. It is that good.
With
So far.
an incredible logo.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I have that right here.
Yeah, you when you
This.
pull in there, the first thing you see
Yeah.
is like fields
Longhorn.
of longhorns.
Okay.
Yeah, through the entrance, right immediately to your right as you pull in, just a whole herd of longhorns.
Yeah,
Wow.
food was really good too.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, the chicken sandwich afterwards
Yeah, it was really good.
was bomb. And then let's see from there. Then we decided, hey, let's go see if we can find a muni track and just play 18 holes before the sun goes down, because we could have replayed there, but it was a long day because it's a long golf course.
It's a big golf course. Yeah.
Yeah, so we found the Meadows.
Yeah.
And we're just
Matt caught his second wind.
yeah, I don't know what got into me. You know what?
Like,
This
let's
is what
go,
happened.
let's go, let's do it. Go.
This is what happened, right? So we get there and we were playing the quota game, right? And we can break that all down when they're on to talk about the quota game. If you ever watch any no laying up videos, that's the game that they play where you have a quota that you have to try and hit. And so we were keeping a tally of the whole time. And so we get to this course. It would have been our 6th round. And we start, and Dan takes one swing and hurts his leg. And he's like, I'm going to try one more time. And his Achilles popped. Or not ruptured or anything, just it popped and was hurting him. And so he tried on he tried on the second hole and just couldn't do it. And so that just like freed me up. I'm like, okay, we're not keeping score. We're not doing anything. Let's just go have some fun. And me and Bob Joe wasn't playing much either.
I played through like 9.
Yeah, and Bob and I were switching drivers and just just trying different things and having fun with it. There were some high school kids out there that we went through and caught some people on the back, but I mean we played 17 holes in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Just trying to get through. It would, if that course was in really good shape, it would be a lot of fun to play. But it was all dry Bermuda. The greens were rough, no sand in the bunkers, but nothing great, and definitely could tell that they didn't have a budget. But could be a fun track. Definitely a great if you're learning golf. And we met some people that is out there with his girlfriend, and she had just started playing, and they were having a blast. And then we ended up at the worst Chipotle in America,
which we can go further into later.
Yes, further into later. Last round of the trip was at Timberline.
This was the last minute booking, right?
Well, because Ross Bridge, we were originally going to play Ross Bridge, and they had the issue with the greens. So we were not scrambling, but just trying to find something. And Oxmoor was one of the places we were looking at.
Where's Timberline? Is it in Birmingham?
It's south.
Oh, so even further south.
South about 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And out in the middle of nowhere, and then just all of a sudden you turn into this community, and beautiful scenery.
Yeah.
I mean, old clubhouse on the hill. I told Joe, I said, you have to go inside and get a photo looking out of the clubhouse onto the 18th green, because it was just spectacular. They had some crazy good art in there. They had, Joe posted a story, U.S. Open signed flag with Payne Stewart. Just really good, but fun layout. Just an absolutely fun,
really good hole.
Challenging layout.
Really good holes. Yeah, that was a fun one. I'm glad we got to play that one.
Of the legit golf courses we played, those greens were probably the most challenging for us because they were grainy Bermuda. I mean, I think they rolled good. I think they were in great shape. They were just different from the bent stuff that we had been playing on. So it was a little challenging, but Bob went nuts that round. He played
Yeah.
some spectacular golf. Was draining eagle putts from deep.
Yeah, 40-foot eagle putt dropped. That was a. They had a lot of really, really good holes out there. That place, if it was in pristine shape, it could. I mean, it would be incredible. Turn shack after 9, and then some, a little bit better course conditions.
Yeah,
That was one I could play almost every day.
Yeah, and the cart girl. We finally see the cart girl. Finally saw the cart girl on like the what was it, the 14th hole,
15th or 14th.
14th, 15th hole, and we're like, "What do you got for beers?" And she's like, "Well, y'all can't sell you alcohol till afternoon." And we're like,
Yeah,
"Why are you
it
out
was
here?"
odd.
then?" It was really weird. She had just a cart full of liquor that she couldn't sell.
Yeah,
Not in Vegas anymore.
yeah.
Not in Vegas
It
anymore.
was a culture shock for me, that's for sure.
How many Baptist church did you guys see?
Thousands,
I told him, I go, watch. Every corner we go around, there's going to be another church.
thousands. We saw a sign that said, "No man born of God makes a practice in a sinning."
Yeah. It's like a billboard on the side of a road.
That was amazing.
Oh,
That
so
was
many.
amazing.
Oh, yeah. Then we pull into Lafayette, Georgia, just before where we stayed. And down Main Street, people are just pulling up chairs on the side of the road. I'm like, oh, there's got to be a parade or something. And Bob's like, what the hell's going on? And so he stops, rolls down his window, and asks somebody, hey, what's going on? It was homecoming. Homecoming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Small town.
Culture
Small-
shock for sure. Big
Small
time.
town America, man. Couple
Yeah.
towns we rolled through where they had like the patio where it was just a corner of a shop with a patio closed. This restaurant closed. Friends on Main closed. Sad stuff, but
Yeah, it was wild. It was cool though. We did a lot of trekking.
Yeah,
Put
you
some
did.
miles- checking.
put some miles on it. Put some miles on it. All right, so yeah, thanks. We're gonna get TC also. He really wants to come on the podcast and talk golf. He's been at the Kingdom for a couple years now, and so he's got some great stories. So we're gonna get him on. Hopefully, we're gonna get Charlie Reimer on. It's Shriners Week.
It is.
Yeah, so we got our media passes. I'm gonna go out there Thursday and pick those up, and I know Joe, you got work, but Jeremy, if you want to come with me out to there Thursday, go check it out. And then we got Friday, that Reflection Bay tournament, Saturday, the VGN event, and then they'll be back out there Sunday.
Yeah, I'm
to
down
watch
to
the
go on
finals.
Sunday.
You down to go on Sunday? Sweet.
Yeah,
All right,
same.
all right, so we'll all be out there on Sunday. But we have, thanks to Shriners and Patrick for the interview we had with him, they gifted us some tickets. So we have some tickets to give away. I believe it's 4 pairs. So what was that? 2, 4, 6, 8 tickets. And I don't know, Joe, how do you want to do it? How do you want to give these away? You want to? We were talking about God damn it, maybe making a post on Instagram, and first 4 people that comment get in relation to the giveaway. Get them. You want to do that?
We can.
Got something else in mind?
I think we should ask a question of sorts.
Oh, for this episode?
Yeah.
Where did Bob lose his shit the most? So what would be a good question? Oh, so we won't say it. We'll leave it. Yeah. We'll post it. What we'll do Wednesday when this episode airs, we'll post a question on our Instagram feed, and
yeah, first 4 people to respond with the correct answer gets
a pair of tickets. And
tickets.
The tickets are through, the heck is it called? SeatGeek. So SeatGeek, and I'll transfer them right to you. We don't have to meet up or anything like that. You don't even have to live in Vegas. If you're flying in or something, or if you're part of another local organization that is planning a meetup and you have not secured your tickets, for that meetup on said Saturday of the Shriners, pay attention.
Yeah. Great chance for the RGC.
Yes. So we'll be doing that on Wednesday. Look out for that. We'll go over the odds here in just a second. There was something new that hit the airway or the I don't know, social media waves. Strixon's their new irons that we're seeing at Shriners. They look outstanding. I'm more of the 5, not the 7s, so I'm waiting to see if they come out with the same version of the 5s. I'm pretty happy with my irons, though. I don't think I'll be doing anything with that. But Titleist, the new Pro V is out. Their every other year release has taken place. Apparently, Garrett Higo had it in play last week at Sanders Farms. And so a lot of the Titleist guys are playing it this week here in Vegas. 20 some odd years after the very first release of the Pro V1, it's back in Vegas getting released again. Jeremy?
Yeah, Ping G430. They announced they showed those. Those are
they showed
now
those too.
tour testing or whatever they call it, but pretty
We saw some
interesting.
Ping reps at the airport last night.
We did.
Everybody coming into town. A bunch of happy Raiders fans leaving.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness for that.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to UNLV too. 4-1, 2-0 on the season. Off to their best start since I think 2006 or 2008. So, way to go, boys. Then let's see. Was there anything else? Anything else you think of, Joe?
I don't think so.
I spoke with Lindsay at US Team Me today. I think I am going to give the black shaft a try. Same version of the Link, just a different version, a little lower launch, a little lower spin. See if I can get that high ball flight to simmer down a little. But this was the hole-in-one ball. It is the Wilson Triad. I am very happy with this golf ball. Gonna keep gaming that for a while.
As you should.
As I should. I put together a print of the hole. It's funny, Brian Orr reached out to me and says, "Hey, I think I have some photos of that hole." So he sent me a couple of them, so I may order a print from him.
Cool.
But I ordered a canvas print like I have of Cascada up here in the office. So that'll be in next week.
Very nice.
I got my flag over there. So yeah. All right, Joe. Do you want to get into the odds for the Shriners?
Yeah, so I don't see them up on William Hill yet. So I just found them on covers. So who knows how accurate these are currently, but favorite is Patrick Cantlay 7-1, Sung Jae 14-1, Max Homa 18-1, Aaron Wise 22-1, Tom Kim 25-1, Taylor Montgomery 40-1, Cam Davis 40-1, Brian Harmon 40-1, Zayden Hoot 50-1, Griot, Norin Pendrith 50-1, Tom Hoagie 60-1. Ricky Fowler 66-1, Mito Pereira 66-1, Gary Woodland and Andrew Putnam 80-1, Kirk Kitayama 90-1, Troy Merritt 125-1. I think so, right? Yeah. Ben Hung Allen 150-1.
Are you still
Jason
on
Day
that train?
130-1. He's a great player. One of these days, we'll see. Patrick Rogers 180-1. They only have the first name initial and the last name, so it's messed me up a little bit. Stuart Sink 180-1. Gary Higo 200-1. Harry Hall 200-1.
Ooh, that's high for Harry.
Yeah, we'll end it there.
All right. So looking at last week's picks for the Sanderson Farms, Mackenzie Hughes won that in a playoff, so congrats to him for that. I had Taylor Montgomery, won the week with that. Another top 10 finish for him. Joe had his
Ben on.
his on player that didn't make the cut, so he got no points. Jeremy had Sam Burns. He finished 30th, so he got a little bit of points for that. So I have jumped out to a commanding lead compared to last year, where I didn't even points the first 3 events. So it's my pick, and you know what? I'm on a hot streak with Taylor. I'm just gonna keep riding that hot streak until it fizzles out. I know Harry knows this course really well and is hoping to improve on his finish last year, but I think the grass is going to change a little bit. For a lot of the players that are familiar with this course, it's going to present a new challenge. But I'm going to stick with Taylor Montgomery, 40-1, right?
I think that was correct.
T-Mont, 40-1.
Montgomery. Yeah. Well, yeah, 40-1, I guess. There's 2 different lines here. Man, I wish William Hill had it up.
Powered by Riverside FM.
Yeah, they don't have it up. What the heck?
William Hill doesn't have it up?
No, I'm not seeing it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's not on there yet.
You know, I did have somebody reach out to me through Twitter talking about, hey, congratulations, we're now friends and we do sports betting. Let's see, who was that? Odds Checker. Welcome to the team, Chasing Daylight podcast. I didn't even know we were trying to get on the team. So they are on Instagram. Let's see what it says here.
You got Joel Damon in the field.
Sports
Duffner in
betting
the
odds
field.
comparison and data simplified. Matchups, pro bets, and more. Beat the odds. They have a website. Let's see. This is a really weird website. Powered by Buffer.
Hmm.
Lot of football on this. Not seeing a lot of golf. So maybe not. What do you want? But we'll see. Okay, so Jeremy, since you came in second, your pick for Shriners.
All right. I am going to go with one of the 2 late entries and go with Max Homa. I'm going to ride the high.
Maxi.
Has he ever played in Shriners before?
I don't know.
I don't think
Let
so.
me
Has
see.
he?
Data Golf has him finishing 4th. Let's see if he has any history here. Data Golf. If I only knew how to look at this.
They have home at 18-1 covers currently.
Let's see. Tournament breakdown 2021. He did play in the Shriners.
He did.
Yes. He did not make the cut.
Ooh.
2020, he did play in the Shriners. He did not make the cut.
Ooh.
For my pick, I'm going with the other late entry.
Wait, hang on. 2019, he did play in the Shriners. He did not make the cut.
Ooh.
2018.
That's enough.
He was in the Corn Ferry Tour, so.
Data Golf's top 5 predictions to win is Cantlay, Sung Jae, Aaron Wise, Max Homa, and Taylor Montgomery.
Boom.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Max.
You sticking with Max?
Yeah.
Taylor Montgomery's
Not a bad
win
pick.
percentage is 2.2% to win. Cantlay's is 10.2.
Yeah, it jumped up a bunch once you got to Sung Jae and Cantlay. A couple defending champions or previous champions. Look for Aaron Wise to have a solid round 2. Solid tournament. What was Homa's odds?
It showed 18-1.
All right. I'll verify this all tomorrow once the odds pop up. So
Yeah, they should be up tomorrow.
all right, Joe, who you got?
I think I'm gonna ride. Hold on, let me just check something real quick. I think I'm gonna ride the President's Cup High of Tom Kim. 25-1 currently.
25-1. All right. I like it. I can't wait to see the course. I'm dying to get out there and check out the
Yeah.
course.
True.
The drone footage and stuff. It looks spectacular. Looks
Yeah,
really good.
Cyrus was out there the other day with his drone.
Maybe that was his video I saw. It probably was.
I had him check into getting us out there. Everything is booked solid for the first 2 weeks after the tournament, which I can totally understand why. They got their member guest coming up, and so he said it's probably not going to be until end of October before we can get out there, which is it
Still
be
good weather.
November, still good
Yeah.
weather, and so that's going to happen. Looking forward to that. I want to say thank you to everybody that wished me the congratulations on the hole-in-one on Instagram. If I missed any of that or any of the messages, I apologize. It was a bit of a crazy couple days there, in and out of spotty cell service and
Big
no
time.
signals, and it was wild.
We was in the sticks.
Yeah. We kept on telling Dan we had signal because of Apple. We had special Apple satellite.
Wow, I had
Wait,
some
Joe
service.
technically had Apple satellite.
Yeah, well, it's. I
Yes.
mean, it popped up one time on my phone when we were at Macklemore, where it just said "sat," so
Huh.
which is weird because I thought it was only part of the 14 phone.
Did the 14 Pro perform well?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, it was spotty at times, that's for sure. I mean, we were in some rugged territory for sure.
Oh, Jeremy, this is hilarious. I forgot about this. So while we're playing Macklemore, Adam from Three Guys Golf is hitting me up for course suggestions that they're coming through town, going to be here for just a day, and they want to play a course. What would you recommend?
Mm-hmm.
And so I told him it can't go wrong with Paiute. Reflection Bay is always good right now. Revere Lexington is in really great shape. You want traditional, it's national, but I mean Paiute is where you want to be. And he goes, we want to stay close to the 15 so we can bounce out of town real quick. What do you think is better, Painted Desert or Shadow Creek? Adam's not up to date on golf in Vegas. So
Did you tell him Painted Desert by far?
I said, you know, who's going to get a kick out of that is Jeremy Bellflower, because he is a huge
Yeah.
Painted Desert fan. So I'm like, there's never in the history of speaking to somebody has anybody ever asked
That's the question.
Painted Desert or Shadow Creek. So
They've never been mentioned in the same sentence before.
No. So he quickly found out the price and went, oh yeah, no, never mind.
Painted Desert it is.
Painted Desert it is. Too funny. All right, hey, you got anything else?
I don't think so. It's
Man,
yeah,
look
it's
at
good
that,
to be
under-
home. I mean, you know, we were
my
on a
bed was
trip,
so comfy last night.
man, I finally got some sleep, which was nice.
Yeah, Jeremy, we played the last round. Oh no, it was the round at Purcell Farms to see who was going to sleep on the couch because they canceled our room. And
yeah, that's a whole story.
yeah, I didn't lose, but I slept on the couch.
He
So
fit
going for the team?
perfectly. It was like, you know, like how like a pair of Nike shoes fit into a shoebox perfectly. That was Matt on the couch.
So
It
you mean love seat?
I jumped on the grenade for the boys. Let me just say
It was like a one-seater, and Matt just like a millimeter on each end.
I
Perfect.
felt like I was in a car seat.
Very nice.
And I'm totally blaming it for my shit golf on Sunday morning. Totally.
Yeah.
But that's a whole nother story, which we'll have Bob and Dan on to talk about that.
Yeah, there's still a bunch to go over. A lot of stuff to go over.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That we didn't even tip of the iceberg, and it was an hour.
Waffle House stories, Walmart stories, double wide stories, homecoming stories.
Complimenting Walmart employees' hairstyles. Yeah,
all kinds of stuff.
That's where the people of Walmart was invented, wasn't it?
Probably.
there was a couple scenes being filmed while we were there.
I bet.
Yeah. So, all right, Joe, wrap it up.
Yo, thanks for tuning in again, Chasing Daylight. We see the listens are up, so keep telling your homies and tell your friends. We talk golf every week, trying to make good content for you. So join in on the lives, ask questions, give us stuff to talk about. We'll keep doing this every week if you keep listening. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next week. Later.